Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time we landed on the moon. We have $1.5 million and 922 science. Let's see what missions we can do. Ferry two tourists safely. We could do a rescue, maybe. It's not like a lot of stuff, but it is a little bit different. We haven't done one yet. Ferry 4 tourists, I bet that one's crazy. Orbit around Minmus, fly by the moon, fly by Minmus. Land on Minmus. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That would take forever. Dock 2 vessels around Minmus. Conduct seismic surveys. Build a new orbital station around Kerbal. This I was looking at. I would like to do it, but 4,000 units of fuel is probably a lot. I don't know how much 4,000 units is. Let's check fuel tanks. Liquid fuel, would that be 180? So if we did one of these, 4,000 you said? You as in the game? Because that is 500-ish? Which would be, how do I don't even remember how to duplicate. Is it just because let me start this over. Oh my god. Place that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Place that. So 500. Or would that be 800? 900-ish. Fuel. Well, let's say 1,000. That's crazy. It must be 918. That's still too much fuel. All right, let's not do that one. I don't know how much is a unit of fuel, because there's oxidizer and fuel, or is it them combined? Who knows? Test parachute over Kerbal. No, there's too many restrictions of speed and stuff. Transmit or recover science from the surface. It's about 80,000. Transmit or recover science from space. Well, let's do that one. Rescue. It's about 80 also. Where is Shepri? Goliath National Products. Well, while we're out here, is this... Nope. Where is Shepri? I don't see you. Anyways, let's go and fly this. We'll transmit some science, any science. And I think like the rescue mission would just be, I think when we accept it, it'll tell us where he's at. Contract complete. All right. Space Center. I really should have thought this through a little bit better. Do I want to try and rescue? Maybe we got another. Rescue you. But it just doesn't tell me where you are. Position satellite in equatorial orbit. 90, so almost 100,000. What do you need? Unmanned probed, fully assembled, mystery goo. Let's do that. We've done it before, but it's an easy 100,000, and I know I want some money for later. So let's make things easier as well. Let's unlock some things. Well, easier is more expensive too, so we got to make sure that the craft is definitely far below 100,000. 300, so this would be 900 altogether. But I don't know if I need any of this. Fuel cell and panels, which we do have panels here. Yeah, those would work. We don't need that. We could do one of these surveyors. I really don't know what I want to do. Mobile processing lab. We will unlock that. Do we want a better command pod? How many people are in here? 3, 2. Go ahead and get that. We're not going to worry about those. This landing strut could be good. We'll just unlock this one. Supersonic flight, advanced aerodynamics. Nah. Advanced grabbing units, potentially. Technology has unresearched requirements. Okay. Is there anything in here we would want? Not necessarily. Nuclear was kind of a yes. All right, unlock all that. So nuclear propulsion will get us much further. I don't know how much of this we'll actually use for later. We want probodyne. Electric charge 10. Are these two the same? Let's see. Remote pilot assist. Remote pilot assist. What else do you have? SAS prograde retrograde. Alright, so we'll go with that one. That one has a little bit more things. This one, is that right? What did we use before? Don't save. Satellite Mark 1. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so yeah, you are very Mark 1. What's in here? Nope, not that one. Not that one either. Lander, relay. Okay. So why don't we just start with a new one? And we will go with the same direction we were going. Pardon me. Is that kind of what we want? Got a tickle in my throat. Which was the lightest engine? The Pug liquid fuel, 0.4 tons, 330 in the vacuum. It's a little bit better. Actually. $2,900 versus. Oh, that's much better. Anything better? Alright, we'll see if that's any better. I got a cough drop, so hopefully we're doing better. 3,200. So this is way more. But what's the thrust to weight ratio on this? Was it in here? Yeah. 0.45 versus, I think this will be a lot more, but 3. This will just take longer to do a burn, but it'll give us a lot more maneuverability once we're in space. 0.13. We could try this. Kinda. Oh no, that's not even better than the last one. So we'll just go with that. I think that'll be okay. This one needed a mystery goo. Is that what it was? Mystery goo and antenna and power. So we'll start with just a plain old nothing antenna. We don't need to relay or anything like that. 3x2, 1x6. We are near Earth, or Kerbal, so we don't need anything crazy. Do I want a battery? There is battery on board, correct? Doesn't say, so we'll check in here. I'm sure it does say somewhere. Electric charge 10. So like nothing. 400, 200, 100. Is this gonna destroy our delta V? Only 300. I don't need that much though. And that only takes away 100. So I think that'll be fine. And actually, just for the sake of looking better, we'll do that. And then we'll pretend, well, not even pretend, we'll just say that it does fit, actually. The battery fits right in between the donut. Perfect. Alright, so that's good. Power, mystery goo, that's what we needed. So science, we need, we'll just do a thermometer, and atmosphere, just a few things, nothing crazy. Do that. Seismometer, magnetometer, boom. 0.05. We'll just do it. But it is kind of awkward. Do it there. Alright, 2000 delta V. If we come back in here and change some things around, 1600, 2200. Alright, so that one, what was it? The Pug. The Terrier. Let's try the Terrier. That's only 1,000. I think that's the engine we'll go with. The Poodle is much heavier. Kerbal, much heavier. So good there. We'll call that complete. And then, yeah, we have 2,000 delta V there. We need a decoupler, something a little bit bigger, not engine plate. There we go. Yeah. Payload. There we go. Perfect. This will be Satellite Mark II. And then from here, just go with one of these. What? One of these. 3,800. That would work. But, what is that? 17,000? We don't want engines, we want fuel tanks. 400? Is there an 800? There is. If we do like the SpaceX kind of thing, the torch, what is that? What was this? Where's efficiency? 265. 250. Does this have vectoring? Vectoring range 2 degrees. So not quite as much. 4,000 delta V. I mean, that would work. Is it too fat there? That's still 4,000. 3,300. So like an in-between size, because like, I guess this is what it's made for. Let's take this off. Guess we could do that. That's 2,800 just there. If we took this off, get the bigger airstream. Go like that. And then another little fuel tank like here. 4,000. A little short fat guy. Is that what I want? 200? What's the difference here? Is it just bigger? I feel like that should be 400. What's our thrust weight? 1.8. Well, why don't we just try it and see what happens. I mean, this is definitely enough delta V. So Yeah, I mean, okay, that was in a vacuum, but on the surface we're still at 4,000. Before we go, reach designated orbit. Equatorial. Is that... Yeah, that is the correct direction. Let's just go for it. It's a cool looking, like, mock diamond thing. And yeah, plenty of control. Kind of looks like a bullet, I guess. Well, I mean, it does. What is 500K? Okay. So we don't have to cut over aggressively at all. We're still at 0-degree inclination, or whatever. We're on the same plane, that's what I'm trying to say. $20K. Yeah. I mean, we're still at 3,000 delta V, and we were climbing. So I guess we'll just do it from this screen. We're at 25K. We'll just go straight from here. And yeah, this has about 3,000 delta V, so that's plenty. Yeah, you are a little bit red, but that's okay. And then we could wait until we're up there to kind of get like the best delta V savings, but I'm not going to worry about it. 447, right about there. And then once we're above 70, which we are, we can deploy that fairing. That does work. That's good. Extend antenna. All is good there. Let's just run that, see if we get anything. I mean, we've done these so many times that I don't think we're going to get anything, but yeah, it's just recovery stuff, so we won't worry about it. There is a mod I would love to have, just kind of a, what's it called? Quality of life one, where it'll tell you when there's new science to run, so you don't have to just keep running every experiment to see if you've gotten it. It's especially good for later on, when you've kind of done just about every science there is to do around Kerbal, and you don't check anymore. So we'll warp to about there. Point prograde. Same stuff as always. We'll get pointed in the correct direction. And then we'll finish our burn. That's still -1, which is okay. 447 and 449. So basically a circular orbit. So once we hit prograde, we'll just finish this burn. And that'll bring up our periapsis. And I guess we can wait. We'll burn about here. I guess we could burn pointing down, a little bit towards Kerbal, below the horizon. That would work too. But really we just want to raise our periapsis. It's really not going to take much at all. Yeah, we just got it. So now we'll hang out for 10 seconds. Maintain stability for 10 seconds, and then we are done. So yeah, we can do much smaller rockets. I mean, this one is probably more expensive than it would have than it needed to be. We could have done cheaper tanks and engines and still got to space, but this was easier. Definitely made for getting heavier things into orbit. So 86,000 for science, 13 experience. Back to the Space Center. And what is that, like 59 science now that we have to spend? Plus another $100,000. And yeah, 59 science, 170. I think we started with 1.5. So we're good there. And I think that is going to do it for today. Before we leave, is there anything else? New orbital station, 4,000 units. Yeah, let's actually have it on the station. Nothing in here that I'd like to do. So yeah, that's definitely going to do it for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.